Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Let's have a look at these pups. Alright, so this was her 5th litter. We lost Raven towards the end. Mina, that was not Mina's coat, I remember that, so something has changed. That was Swift's coat, that was Eagle's coat, and that was Finch's coat. So Mina's coat somehow changed. Anyways, that's okay. Eva has more or less neutral stats, so anything like turns stats from pups will be because of turn. Okay, so I'm gonna age them up and we will see them as adults. Alright, here's pretty girl Mina. She took after her father when it came to the grey coats, but after her gran on her mom's side, Eva's side, Crystal with the grey coat as well. So ooh, those are some pretty eyes. I don't think I've had a wolf with like brown eyes like that before. I don't think there's anything wrong with her ears. And she is quite a big female wolf. No radio collar, and her dad's stats. So she's got a +1 in strength, a +2 in stamina, a -1 in speed, and a -2 in health. So that's going to be fun playing her with a -2 in health. So because it took so long for me to get the creativity and energy to do a pup reveal, I had to go back and rewatch the last series of this litter because I couldn't remember much and get a feel for how their personality is by just going through and watching the videos. So while I was going through, I took a couple clips of like where I found the best example of them exhibiting the personalities I think they have. So Mina, I think, was independent, quite adventurous as well, and I think she'd reflect her mom's personality quite a bit just based on how close she seemed to her mom. I also think she'll be quite family oriented because not only was she very close with her mom but also her siblings and her father. She was close with everyone. I did not see her not interact with anyone more than twice the entire time I watched the series. I also think she'd be gentle, like a very gentle wolf. And I think she has strong leadership potential just based on how often she was coming out of the den first, how often she went into the den before her siblings, and she kind of led the charge quite a bit. I think she was a little more close with Finch and Swift than she was with Eagle, because I'll actually tell you when I do Eagle, and you'll see why I say that. Alright, next is Swift, who definitely took after her mom and her grandpa with the black coat, but those eyes are such a contrast. Those eyes are such a contrast to her actual coat though. So pretty. And yeah, she has a torn inner left ear right there. I don't know where she would have gotten that from. Maybe from her fights with Eagle. They wrestled quite a bit. She's also quite a big wolf, female wolf, and her stats are not as bad as mine is. She's got a neutral in health, a -2 in speed, so she definitely won't be going after mule deer or pronghorn. It's definitely going to be an elk-based diet for her. She's got a +1 in strength, which will help with that, and a +1 in stamina, which will also help with her elk hunts. So she was quite energetic. She ran around quite a bit, and she played a lot. She was also a bit erratic, and she was also stubborn. I definitely think she'd know what danger is based on how quickly she got into the grass patch in this clip. But because of her erratic, energetic nature, I think she'd live quite a fast-paced life. So she'd constantly be on the move, which might make her a bad candidate for going and making her own pack. But if she does, we might do a no den challenge with her, and she just moves a lot, and she doesn't stay put a lot, so she moves her pups like, I don't know, maybe once an episode. That might be a good challenge, to move the pups to a new area or a new hex once every episode. I also think she's quite alert and aware and cautious based on the same clip where she jumped into that grass patch when that coyote attacked. And I think she'd also be quite a confident wolf. Very confident wolf. But that's all I have for her. Alright, next pup is Eagle. Right, so he took after his mom with the black coat, and those are nice eyes for his coat. Alright, I don't think there's anything wrong with his ears, no. And he is a very big wolf. Okay, so then he definitely suits the personality that I gave him. Okay, then he's got a +2 in strength. Okay, that makes sense for the personality I gave him. I did not see the pups before this, so I was kind of just hoping that his physique matched his personality. So then he's also got a +1 in stamina. So elk may be his main target. I doubt he'll be going, unless he has a fast mate. If he has a fast mate, then maybe mule deer. But health, he'll have to be careful during hunts, but his strength will definitely help him balance that out. Alright, so Eagle, the reason why I wanted to say that mine is closer to Finch and Swift and Raven rather than Eagle is because she's a gentler wolf, and I see Eagle being of a rougher wolf with like a confident, feisty, rough personality, maybe a bit of a troublemaker as well. And based on the clips that I have of him, I definitely think he's quite dominant, but at the same time I think he knows how to be relaxed. Yeah, that's kind of all I have for Eagle, and his name kind of suits him in his personality's sort of sake. You think of eagles as the big, powerful birds. Alright, last pup. Alright, this is Finch, our little runt. Very pretty coat, definitely took after Crystal, his grandma, and his father, Turn. but his coat is definitely lighter than Tern, so I think Crystal's genes came in here. His eyes match his coat beautifully. Beautiful boy. And he's a medium-sized wolf, which makes sense considering all his siblings were bigger than him in the very beginning of the series when they first came out of the den. I pointed that out. And considering he's also a runt, it makes sense. And there goes 3 points for us. Alright, so he's slow and he does not have great health, so he'll definitely have to take on Elk, and he'll definitely have to be careful during those hunts with that -1. But I think out of all the pups, he kind of had like the most personality that I could see. So I definitely think he's a food motivated wolf. If anything has to do with food, he's in. And despite being the runt, I think he'd still have quite a lot of confidence. But at the same time, I do think he's a little bit submissive. And has sort of like a softy personality. I definitely think he's relaxed, sort of tolerant wolf. And due to this clip, I think he'd be scared of coyotes. I think he'll happily take on bears and cougars and other wolves. But coyotes, I think he'd just freak out, unlike his father who just chases them. As soon as he sees them, he chases them. So I think Finch would be afraid of coyotes just based on that scene or clip. I also think he would take advantage of every opportunity that's presented to him. And based on the next 2 clips, I don't think he likes the taste of beavers. He took quite a long time to just taste the beaver. And based on the clip after that, I think he definitely likes hares. Because he went straight to eating it, and he was the first pup to eat it. So that's my view on Finch. So that's the pup reveal. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have anything to add on any of these wolves' personalities or possible stories and challenges, I definitely think you should comment them down below. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this Litters series, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye!